Traders, welcome back to another monthly recap. November came and went like yesterday's news. Another month down, another month in the books. Guys, we did pretty good in terms of consistency. Only 4 red days, which is pretty decent, pretty solid. We always tell ourselves, hey, if we can at least have, you know, one red day per week minimum. That's the goal, right? One red day. We allow ourselves one red day per week minimum. And if we can we go 5 for 5? And so it was a pretty good month in terms of that, but our red days were significantly higher than our green days, and I didn't really appreciate that. I felt like I did a good job on those red days being aggressive, but we ended up on the wrong side of the momentum. On the green days, some of the green days I took it easy. Things were looking slow, so I used small size, and as a result, the day was just a smaller green day. And this month here in December, I'm trying to do things a little differently, but let's jump into it. So here we go. We started off the month with a $700 red day. So as you guys know here, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. It's how you pick yourself back up and keep going. So it doesn't matter if we start the month red. We keep pushing. We keep pushing through. We string together a couple of good green days. And this is a nice stretch right here, right? Pretty nice stretch. 7 green days here. And, we ended up being red on the 11th. We came back, started small green, and then we pushed. You know, it happens. You get the bigger red days. They come. You stay on the horse. You keep pushing. And you'll see a lot of these days were flat days, scratch days, where, we're applying ourselves. We're pushing for trades, and we're not quite seeing it. And it looks like this day I actually gave back. This is not good. 450 in the green to then flat. So it looks like I started off at PALI. Let's see. So we had some good trades, 185, 200, and then abruptly having some red trades, and this is right around 950. So it didn't take long for us to go back flat to 196. And in fact, okay, this is the day where we had this crazy move, and I was up actually 670 before going flat. Now I remember this, that was a tricky day, man. That was a tricky day. But anyhow, we had other days where we also had a hard time right here, up 48, kind of green, then red, then green again, not quite seeing it. So let's jump into the detailed section. And in fact, we can do win-loss versus days first. So we had 16 green days versus 4 losing days. On our green days, we did 6K. Losing days, 2,200. Average green day, 385. And this is where we had the discrepancy here, the imbalance. 385 to 553. This is awful. This should be 800 to 553, 1,000 to 553. So on the days where I'm trying to be aggressive and pushing, I'm actually getting caught in some flushes, and we saw some losing trades, and it happens. The volume is a little higher. This month we kind of had something similar so far here in December as well. But as we go down, you guys will see the accuracy is the main thing. Once we're around 50% or better, we will be green. But when we fall in our accuracy below 48, we then become red. That's one of the main things I've noticed with myself, is that I need to be at a 50% accuracy or above to maintain like and anytime you guys see this number here go to like 60 or 58, I will be on a tear. You guys will see big green days after big green days. That's what usually happens because I'm pretty accurate on those days. So yeah, let's jump into the detailed section here. Let's go back to reports, detail, and so we finished on the month just at 4, right? 4 flat, 200 per day. These numbers are not very impressive, and you can see the accuracy is actually slightly on the lower side here. We need this to be 50 and higher. We're down 3%. So that's not the best. Average winning trade, average losing trade, total number of trades. Our hold time on our winning trades is up significantly because of some of the holds through the longer pullback areas. I'm not sure if this is skewed. I don't think it is. I don't have any reasons to believe it's skewed, but Holding some of those pullback entries for some time to see the follow through is why we had such a long hold time this month. And, a win loss expectation I never like seeing because I always think I can retain more of the gains. But, we did 17 and we lost 13. This is how the equity curve on the month looked. We had drawdowns, which were 700, 700, 500. Market behavior. I don't really pay too much attention to this, but some people do like to see it. How am I doing in relation to the SPY? Stocks traded, top stocks, XPEV. Yeah, XPEV we really did well on. VERU, NRBO. VERU has been a long going stock here and there over the year. ICCM. On the losing side, we had SONN, USEA, BHC. And these were stocks that were, hot. So sometimes you just end up on the wrong side of the momentum. Price and volume. We did our best between 5 and 10, and then 10 and 20. Above 20, slightly red. Below 5, slightly red, which is a little disappointing here. Usually I like this price range as well. And then under 2, we did see a little bit of gains. Let's see, overview. So, those red days, as mentioned, kind of stood out a little bit. We really could have done a better job on our green days, having just bigger green days all around instead of just a few bigger green days. That was the main thing that I took away from this month. So, looking forward to finishing out December strong. We are already, a week and a half into December. So I'm looking forward to the opportunities here next week. Looking to get a good reset over this weekend. Last week was a bit of a disaster, right? Last week was a bit of a disaster because, and we'll go into December here. I did import, not to make this month about December, but we gave back 700 off the top here so far, and another big red day, $700. So these red days are coming every couple of days, and they are coming with size. And so the main thing here is to be aggressive on our green days. We need to be aggressive when things are going good. That way we can see some more follow through, right? But sideways and then up is how we do it. Trying not to go down too much. Let's bring it back. Yeah, so progress, right? Progress is progress. We did finish on the month with something. This is better than nothing. So we'll see as we go forward what we get. So, if you're watching on YouTube, motivation, right? This is all motivation. And we'll talk a little bit about adversity here, what we got to do to keep our head on straight, and what we got to do to keep pushing forward. So remember, no matter if you're red on the week, on the month, on the year, you're seeing red days, it's all about reminding yourself of who you are and what you're trying to do. We all are working towards some goal for ourselves, right? Some people, it might be financial freedom. Others, it might be freedom of time, right? Because when you get to the other side of this trading mountain, you can literally just trade 1-2 hours a day. That's something that's an option for some people. So you got to remind yourself of your goals, why you're doing what you're doing, your purpose here in the markets. Are you trying to get to the other side of this trading mountain to be able to have retirement money, savings, vacation money, investment money? Making income here from the market can mean so many things for different people. It can mean that new car at the end of the year. It can mean the down payment for a house at the end of the year. It can mean paying off your house at the end of the year. It can mean so many things. And so depending on the individual, we have to remind ourselves, why are we doing what we're doing? And so with that being said, we got to keep pushing forward. We got to stay disciplined. We got to stay motivated, stay consistent. Keep pushing through. Even for myself, these numbers, I think I can do better. So I got to keep pushing through, keep evolving, keep improving. And from there, we can continue to see growth. We've done better this year in a bear market versus last year in a bull market. It speaks so much volume. It speaks volume as to what we're doing here, improving slowly over time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We cannot get rich quick, right? It takes time to learn. It takes time to progress. And as we know, once you start to really grow, it can be exponential. Can be exponential. So, keep at it, keep pushing, stay firm, stay strong, and we're literally one piece of the puzzle away of becoming the next millionaire trader, you know. So stay optimistic, keep chasing our greatness, guys. Keep chasing your greatness. I'm going to keep chasing my greatness. And I know the road is long, but I'm looking to endure, and I'm looking to prosper in the end. Because you know what, 5, 10 years from now, we're going to be looking back and it's like, man, I really came from, 5 years ago, I was red every day. 5 years ago, I was red every day. Equity curve going down. So it's time. Time is the ultimate master. And if we put in the work and we don't rob ourselves, we can get it done. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been Relentless Trader. Hit that thumbs up button. If you're a new viewer, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out those links down below. And I am, of course, signing out.